Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon if you're joining us from the East Coast. My name is Eduardo Silva with Foot Traffic, and today we're going to be discussing how to create a marijuana delivery service marketing strategy. Very, very exciting topic. We have a lot of content to share with you. I'm going to take another minute or so to allow the rest of the participants to join the webinar, and we'll be right back with you. Wonderful. So we'll get started here today. Once again, today's webinar, we will be discussing how to create a marijuana delivery service marketing strategy, reaching your customers where they are. Very exciting content to share with you today. So please stick around and let's get started. So on our agenda today, the steps to create your marketing strategy for your delivery service, the high ROI tools that will boost your sales, and how to assess whether you're meeting your goals. Very important topics if you are planning on launching your dispensary, delivery service, if you have a delivery service as its own service, and or if you already have something in place, right, that you can go back to and create a new strategy and or refine what you have been doing. So very exciting content today. Once again, my name is Eduardo Silva. I'm the VP of Sales here with Foot Traffic. I'm very excited to have everyone join us. I always like to start by getting an introduction with everybody on the line. There is a chat function here. Let's get started and just give us the name of the city that you're joining us from. That will be great. And while you enter in the city you're joining us from, anybody can guess where this beach is located in the world. Extra bonus points there. All right, so we have Ontario. Welcome, Ontario. And then the guess is Brazil. Way to go, Sam. And then we also have another Ontario. Welcome. We have Northridge, California. Thank you very much for joining us from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. So we'll get started here. Once again, my name is Eduardo Silva. I am your host for today. Before we get started, a little bit about our team here. We do have some staff members on the line as well as panelists, so they will be helping us. Before doing this introduction on how to engage with them throughout our webinar, a little bit about Foot Traffic. So Foot Traffic is a dispensary and delivery service digital marketing agency. This is all we do. We've been around since 2016, since the medical launch here in California. We have staff members located throughout the country. We represent all of North America. At any given point, we may be working with around 100 to 200 dispensary locations throughout North America. We're really excited to do so. It is our bread and butter, and excited to help propel the industry and help them really achieve success as we continue to scale this industry together. Let's get ready for our webinar. Quick housekeeping items here. So if you do have your cell phones on you, we'd love those cell phones as well. But because we're going to be covering so much content, I do ask you to put those cell phones on mute. Okay, so that way you can absorb all of this material. We'll be moving fairly quickly here. We only have 30 minutes for our time together. Also, familiarize yourself with Zoom. There has been a very recent update to the Zoom interface. I know we're all experts today, since the crisis has forced everybody to be a Zoom expert, but there is a Q&A button on the top of your screen. So if you navigate up there, you're going to see a Q&A. Once again, we do have panelists here with us throughout the webinar. Please do feel free to ask any questions on any of the topics. They will be able to answer those live as we keep moving forward. We will have a very quick Q&A towards the end as well. But just in case, if you do have questions, do feel free to ask them there. Not in the chat window. Once again, Q&A button on the top. And then be sure to stick around. We have a special offer for the attendees that we will be sharing at the end of the webinar today, okay? Great. Thank you so much once again for joining us. So let's jump right in. Do you feel like you're just throwing out ideas to see what sticks? Finding it harder to get noticed in a fast-growing industry? Well, the dispensary recreational market is worth today $36 billion and growing. To capture more of this market, many dispensaries have turned to offering delivery. Plus, there is also marijuana delivery services that cater solely to this market without the added cost of maintaining a brick and mortar location. While there's still room in this crowded market to maximize profits and increase market share, it's crucial that you spend your marketing dollars wisely, especially right now when the future remains unclear and economists are throwing words around that are recession, right? That makes it really that much more important to be wisely spending your marketing budget. Developing a revenue-driven marketing strategy will ensure that you stay focused on what decisions that you put closer to your goals, okay? Having a transparent and actionable marketing strategy can avoid a lot of confusion and get you more bang for your buck. So that's what we will be covering today. And let's go ahead and get right into this wonderful content that we have designed here for you today. So, first and foremost, create your marketing strategy. It's very important that you have a detailed goal in mind, okay? Do you want to increase your sales by a certain percentage? Get 500 or more customers signed up for your service in the next quarter. And we do have something in the books for you that we'll be sharing for you, with you a little later in the webinar. Your marketing strategy is a roadmap. Remember that. But to know where you're headed, you need to be clear about who you are and what you want to achieve, okay? Your mission should be specific and measurable so you can determine whether you are succeeding. The second thing you need to do is determine your unique selling proposition. This is also referred to as the acronym USP. So your USP is your why. This is why people come to you instead of heading to your competitor. Maybe it's your deep knowledge or your carefully curated organic cannabis. Maybe it's the specialized delivery packages that you put together to take the guesswork out of buying the cannabis. Whether it is, okay, or whatever it is, you want to make it obvious for those potential customers. If you're not clear on what this USP is for your business, take the time to get it nailed down, because this is what will set you apart when you start creating marketing campaigns. It will also help you inform which marketing tactics may be a best suit for your brand. Step 3, finding your target market. Clearly, you have your delivery zone. You even, within that delivery zone, okay, you can have a specific target market. Not everyone will be your ideal customer within the delivery zone. By brainstorming and coming up with the ideal customer profile for each of your delivery zones, you can target your marketing efforts more effectively and attract this ideal customer to your website, and it compels them to buy from your menu, right? If you just assume that everyone is your customer and create a generic advertisement campaign, you will run the risk of not attracting anyone. We have seen this before. What does your ideal customer profile look like? First, consider demographics. What are the common ages, genders, income levels, and other relevant characteristics of your customers? Next, psychographics. How do your customers think? What are their attitudes, behaviors, and beliefs as they relate to your brand? Also, think about their pain points. What problems do your customers have that you could potentially solve? How do you make their lives better? And lastly, consider their consumption habits. How do they like to buy the product? You can also use standard audience profiling to determine your store's target market. This turnkey solution is foot traffic's answer to determine who you should be marketing to. Very important. This powerful geolocation data provides delivery services with actionable insights and hyper-targeted marketing campaigns and offers a significant competitive advantage. Foot traffic will take the guesswork out of finding out who your customers are and hands you a report with data about customers' habits, including where they eat, shop, work, or even socialize. We can also provide more advanced reporting that includes location and movement trends. If you want to find out more, please do text profile to 411669, and we'll enter this in to the chat right now. Text profile to 41169 to learn more about the standard and advanced audience profiles. We have two packages available to get you started. The standard package, which shows you the demographics of the audience, is $1,000, and the advanced complete analysis shows you the entire behavior around the audience within your target zone, which is a $5,000 package. Foot Traffic, as a marketing agency, will analyze this audience profile data and provide you actionable recommendations on how to best market to the audience. Moving right along, step 4, scope out your local competition. Now, we all know that this is very important, right? But knowing what your competitors are doing is invaluable for identifying more marketing opportunities. When thinking about your competitors, answer these questions, okay? Where are they stronger and weaker when compared to your services? Who do they attract compared to your target audience? How are they marketing their business? Gather this information, and it will help you and your business find advertisement opportunities to better determine how you want to market your brand. Step 5, ensure your technology stack is in order. Before you start marketing your delivery service, you need to ensure that you have your point of sale, CRM, and most importantly, an online menu set up for success. Your menu is especially crucial since it's how your customers will be placing orders. It needs to be easy to use and have the ability to track revenue attribution. I couldn't emphasize this enough. Revenue attribution is key, and it will show you details about your client's origination. In other words, the source of where they're coming from in order to place an order. Why is that important? It will help you make effective business marketing investments as you continue to scale your business. You also need to have an effective website that is built for search engines, conversions, and mobile devices. At least 75% of all of your web traffic is going to be people shopping on their phones, and your site needs to load well and be attractive regardless of what device they access it from. Your website should also have ways for customers to join your customer list. We encourage you to aggressively capture customers' name, emails, phone numbers, and opt-ins. Opt-ins are crucial. They're also going to add equity to your business. In order for them to receive messages from your delivery service so you can easily reconnect and re-engage with these customers down the line. Once again, make sure your website is optimized for mobile. Make sure you're also opting them in to build your business's equity, but also ensure that you have a roadmap for retargeting your clients. Once you've got all of these things locked down, you can consider which methods are best for reaching your target audience. We're going to cover some of our highest revenue driving services in the following slides. First up is SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is the practice of increasing the quality and quantity of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. Organic traffic is one of the largest drivers of traffic to any of our clients' websites, and this is unpaid traffic that comes from Google, Bing, Yahoo, but most importantly, Google. Google makes up 93% of all internet searches in North America. So search engine optimization shows that your page is relevant for particular keywords. Whether you're delivering to a Redwood City or Detroit, you want to make sure that when people search for Redwood City cannabis delivery or Detroit marijuana delivery, you show up. And optimizing your site around these keywords makes it more likely that people who are looking for your services will find you. When you have a good SEO strategy, two things will happen. One, you will show up higher in the search results, and two, you will get more organic traffic. In fact, the top three results of a search tend to get 75% of all of the traffic and the business that comes from that traffic. The lower you are on the search result, the less traffic you will get. More than half of our clients' online e-commerce sales comes from organic traffic. Their SEO strategies have more than shown their value and have exceeded their expectations. One client in particular has an ROI of $93 for every dollar they spend on SEO. No-brainer investment, especially as you're going into quote unquote recession, right? You want to make sure that you're really educated on how you spend your budget. Let's talk a little bit about Google Ads. There's a lot of mystique around this practice in the cannabis space. A lot of individuals think that that they don't have a capability of leveraging this platform. The reality is there is, and we have been doing it successfully without getting our clients flagged and or dropped from Google for 4.5 years. So talk to us if you want to learn more. But pay-per-click advertising is a hosted advertising on the world's most popular search engine. You don't have the SEO today, right? So this allows you a way to compete with the trusted individuals in your marketplace. When used right, you can get your services at above all others. Think about how valuable this is. If 93% of internet searches in North America is done on Google, it's the most used search tool in the world and the one that's most popular amongst your customers. If you have your ads set up right, you can start appealing to potential customers who are looking for marijuana delivery near them and send them right to your menu. Part of the reason that Google Ads is such a high ROI tool is that you're advertising to people who are already interested in your service. You're not putting a billboard and hoping that someone who's interested in your service will be actually driving by that billboard at the right time. Google Ads is targeted advertisement. That means that you reach individuals who are predisposed to want to buy from you while they're searching. When executed correctly, these ads can quickly increase your web traffic and help you drive sales. Plus, you can put geographical limits on them to ensure you're only appearing for individuals who are searching for you within your delivery service zone. Our customers can make between $6 and $48 for every dollar they spend on Google Ads. To put it in percentage perspective of ROI, that's 4,800% return on investment. Okay, so it's a very much a tried and tested tool, very much useful within our industry. Work with us. We know how to get you approved without any issues, compliant ads. Geo advertisement, which is sometimes also referred to as Geo Ads, is the use of display ads on mobile devices within a set geographical region. You're definitely seeing them while browsing on your phone. Plenty of companies outside of our cannabis industry use them to increase their reach, including Amazon or Wayfair. If you've ever been browsing through Amazon for a particular product, and then minutes after that or hours after that, you go searching through the internet and you keep seeing that same advertisement for that product pop up, that's Geo Ads. Now, why is that important? Because Geo Ads allow you to connect with new customers within your target market. Online display ads help keep your delivery service front and center with your customers. Once they enter one of the location parameters you've created for your ads, they will see your ads if they use one of the mobile sites or apps in our network. One of the biggest problems facing delivery service is the lack of compliant ways to advertisement. Our Geo Ads services not only allows and addresses this concern, but also makes the whole process seamless. Text messaging is the most widely used communication channel available today. Not everybody uses emails or makes phone calls regularly, but 90% of North Americans text. That means that your customers text and that you need to be using SMS marketing as part of your digital strategy to communicate with your customers where they are. Not only is SMS marketing inexpensive, but it helps you increase sales and build the relationship that is vital between your business and your customers. This is especially important for recurring revenue. You don't want to leave or keep your customers not coming back to you. In other words, you don't have to keep buying that same customer over and over. By turning a first-time customer into a loyal customer and reconnecting them with SMS, you can increase the value of that customer and its life cycle. In other words, do not leave the 80% value of your customer on the table. Plus, creating a unique link that you send to your SMS subscribers, you can track who clicked the link and how many sales it led to. This means that you can track its effectiveness and tweak your messages to make sure that you're getting the most success out of them. Direct mailer campaigns are very useful as well because it allows you to introduce yourself to a new audience, and they can yield great results when you target your customers based on their market research, okay? To be effective with your direct mailer campaign, target customer profiles based on their zip code, age, and offer a deal like a percentage off your first order. Now, if you are in Canada, we're very much in tune with the fact that you cannot offer discounts, right? But you can offer some information that is enticing to that market audience, right? And encourage a quick turnaround, such as QR code, perhaps to sign up for your VIP list, right? And this QR code can link right back to your menu and in the form of a coupon code, and get them to act fast to make that purchase. And as I mentioned, you can also have customers text to opt in to a VIP club, right? This is, once again, a very important strategy to increase your dispensary or your delivery services equity. Once you know what you want to do, you need to detail who is going to do what. If you are working with an agency like Foot Traffic, a lot of this is done for you. Otherwise, you need to make sure that you have people on board who can handle the tech, the creative side, and the enacting of your strategy. You will need a copywriter, content writer, graphic designer, SEO specialist, Google Ads specialist, and someone comfortable with working with SMS platform to ensure you're compliant. Plus, you will need to find a cannabis compliant Geo Ads network to host your ads and someone to create and upload the campaigns for you, as well as obviously measuring everything. It's a lot of work, and we're happy to take that off your plate so you can focus on growing the delivery service. The last step is creating your marketing strategy is to measure the success. You need to know what's working and what's not working so that you can make changes as necessary. This is crucial and one that many people skip. Your marketing strategy isn't static. It should be refined based on the new information you're gathering on each one of your launches. You should track marketing campaign conversions, organic and paid website traffic and clicks, social follower counts and impressions, conversions, response rate, and average response time on social media or online chat, number of positive and negative reviews, email and SMS marketing campaign performance, transactions and revenue. You should also be testing components of your campaigns to learn which are the most effective for you, including email and SMS templates, send days and times, subject lines, and CTAs, social media marketing and messaging, pay-per-click landing pages, website calls to action, local advertisement channels like Google Ads and Geo advertisements, promotions, coupon, contests, and offers. How do you do this? You do this all with revenue attribution. Remember what I mentioned earlier, choosing the right online menu is crucial in this process. Let's talk a little bit about revenue attribution. Revenue attribution is the act of determining the marketing efforts that have led to sales. Sounds simple and logical, right? Well, when you're able to show revenue attribution, especially when your C-suite wants to see the effects of the marketing team's effort, this is crucial. And you are able to actually use the information at your disposal. And revenue attribution isn't anything new. Marketers have used various models for years to show the impact of their different advertisement campaigns. However, according to HubSpot research, 43% of marketers and marketing teams say that proving ROI is the biggest challenge. Part of this is just not knowing that revenue attribution exists. The other part is that you did not choose perhaps the right tool that will provide you the necessary information. So you're building your strategy, right? Make sure that the tactics you are using and the platform you are using to engage will allow you to track this information so you can measure the success. Otherwise, you won't be able to determine whether your strategy is working. So with a digital marketing strategy, you want to know the money you invest in Google Ads, Geo Ads, SEO, SMS, and SEO, and the results in sales, okay? This is an example that you can see concrete ROI. So for example, Google Ads, $48 return for every dollar spent. Direct, these are customers that you no longer have to buy. They're coming to your menu because they know your website, they know where your menu is, and they will continuously buy from you. Remember what I mentioned about SEO being extremely important of a strategy, $93 return on every dollar spent for this particular customer example. So what's your plan? Get an instant boost, okay, with 500 customer acquisition. So let's talk about what that looks like. 500 SMS subscribers for only $16.50 per month. This is a deal that we're running currently. It is going to last you 3 months, okay? It's a 3-month commitment, $16.50 per month for 3 months, and we will get you 500 SMS subscribers. That means individuals that you can now leverage as customers to re-engage, to continuously bring back as loyalty members within your delivery service. Let's turn to questions for the next couple minutes here. Any questions from the audience? How long does it take to see results? Great questions. We shared several different strategies here with you today. Several of them are pay-per-click. Those strategies are fairly immediate. The SEO strategy is a little bit more of a long-term strategy, but worthwhile, as you've seen from the results. That normally takes between 6 to 12 months. I would say after the first 3 months, you should already see organic traffic increase when you work with foot traffic. However, Google Ads, for example, is fairly immediate, right? Once you launch, you start seeing those conversions, so as long as you're tracking. Wonderful. Let's move right along to a conclusion here because I want to keep everybody on time. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, for sticking around, you have qualified for a free Yeti. For those of you in the United States, we get to ship you a Yeti. Just get on the phone with us. Let's make sure that we're sending that information or that Yeti to the right address, that we can qualify you for it. And thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any other questions, please do engage with us. Visit foottraffic.me/call, and it's also in your chat box. Once again, my name is Eduardo Silva, VP of Sales here at Foot Traffic. I have really enjoyed having you with me today. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and talk to you soon.